Well, welcome back, friends, to another fireside chat. In today's video, we have a special guest, elm, in the firebox. It's not too often I burn elm, so today's a special treat. And today's Firewood Friday video is going to be about the 3 firewood tools you need to own, so stay tuned.
One small town New England family living out their adventures, one day at a time, sharing for the whole world to see. This is Build-A-Lot Acres. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video.
All right, so the first tool that you need to own is going to be these log tongs. Now, these come in a number of different brands, they come in different sizes, but typically they're either going to come in an 8-inch or a 12-inch version, meaning the tip to tip distance is typically going to be either 8 or 12 inches, which is how big of a round of wood you can pick up. Now, I would recommend getting the 12-inch versions because they're not much more money and they can pick up a lot more wood, or if you want to pick up multiple small pieces of wood, you could. An 8-inch round isn't really all that big, and it's going to be smaller than you realize. So I think if you're going to get them, just get these 12-inch versions. These happen to be Husqvarna, but they make them in a number of different brands. I really like these, and I'm going to go over why you should own them. So why should you own these? Well, these come in super handy for picking wood up off the ground. There's a couple of things it does for you. When you're standing and you reach down to pick the wood up, you have to reach down the length of these less than you normally would. So you have to bend down about a foot less than you would have otherwise. So that's going to help save the lower back if you have back issues, and it's going to be easier in your joints. And another reason is going to be you can pick up bigger pieces of wood than you're going to be able to pick up a hand. What I mean by that is you're going to be able, let's say you pick up 2 12-inch rounds, one in each hand. You're going to have a hard time picking up 2 12-inch rounds without these and just bear hugging them or whatever. So these enable you to carry more wood, they save your back, and they also keep your hands and your arms cleaner. Because if you pick up wood without these, they're going to end up rubbing on your arms and your sweatshirt, your coat. You're getting all kinds of dirt and bark and everything all over you. So these are going to help you stay much cleaner. And the last thing is, it's easy to throw with these. Once you get the hang of it, you can release them at just the right time and allow you to put the wood where you want it in the truck bed, your UTV bed, your trailer, your bucket of your machine, whatever you're throwing them into. So these are an inexpensive tool, and these are something I think every firewood cutter should own. So the second tool we're going to talk about is a Pickaroon. Again, they come in different lengths, different models, different brands, different handle types. Now this is a log-right 36-inch Pickaroon. Sometimes you'll see them called hookaroons. They're basically the same thing. And you'll find them also, they have wooden handles, kind of like an axe handle, which you could probably argue would feel better in the hand. But I prefer this style. They're easy to turn your hand. It's easy to reach in. And it's another tool that I think everyone should own that cuts wood. What are they handy for? Well, there's a couple different things. If you're unloading a long, let's say you have a 8-10 foot long trailer or full-size pickup bed, it's 8 feet long, and you want to reach way in there and grab wood, pull it out towards you, you can do that easily with this tool. You don't have to get up into the truck bed, walk to the front, grab the wood, put it in the back, so you can save time. You can do it from a standing position in the back, so again, you're going to save your back and your joints, and it just makes things easier. The other thing these come in handy for is if you want to pick pieces off the ground and put them up onto a splitter, you can also do so. Now, if that's going to be more what you're going to do, I would recommend getting a shorter version of this Pickaroon, but I definitely think this is another tool that it's well worth having. Makes life a lot easier, and it takes a lot of the hard work out of firewood. What is the last tool we're going to talk about? Oh, this big guy right here. This is a cant hook. This is, again, Log-Right brand, who I believe also makes steel cant hooks and PVs. So they have cant hooks and peavies. What's the difference? Well, the difference is the tip. A cant hook has a hook-shaped tip, whereas a peavy is going to have a straight pointed tip. What would you use them for? Well, the peavies are really meant more for moving logs in water. The cant hooks are really meant more for rolling logs on land. So for most people, I would say you'd be better off with the cant hook, but they would both work for the same purpose. So this, I believe, is a 5-foot model. You can get these up to, I believe they have an extreme cant hook that's 78 inches or 6'6". But for your average person, I think something in the 4 to 5 foot long range is going to be plenty. You know, obviously, you hook onto the log and you can rotate the log to finish off your cuts. So you're going to cut as much as you can of the log without cutting into the ground. And then you're going to roll the log and finish the cut. So this is going to enable you to move big wood around. And it's going to enable you to keep your saw, bar, and chain nice and clean. And you're not going to have to sharpen your chain nearly as often because you're not going to be constantly hitting dirt, rocks, you know, etc. These also come in handy for moving logs if you have a sawmill. Although I would probably get a shorter one, maybe a 3-foot version or something like that. But these are going to come handy rotating logs if you do a lot of sawmilling. So this is probably the most expensive of the 3 tools, but it's also worth having. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on 3 different firewood tools you need to own. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, and we will see you next time.